What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha, and this is a channel where we talk about everything health from the top of the head to the soles of the feet. Now, this video is going to be really quick video because I just wanted to kind of show the process of how my hair gets retightened and what it looks like before and after. So that's really the purpose of this video. So I'm gonna go through my head and I'm gonna kind of show you what it looks like right before a retighten and then right after the retighten, okay? So real quick, all right, I'm just gonna show you my hairline. This is what my hairline looks like right now. Now it's a little fuzzy. You can't really see much of anything. I'm gonna show you. Not really much parting going on here. Yeah. So right now I have, like maybe like, I don't know, a little less than like a fourth of an inch of growth, if you will. You can really see up in there. See that? And so this is kind of what it looks like. Well, now, like I said before, my hair is a little bit more fuzzy because my hair is naturally super curly. You can kind of tell, I don't know, you can see little curls going on right here that I have to keep fighting to get back in. And that's just my hairline, which I can show you more from the back. But kind of, that's my hair pattern. My curl pattern was like a 3C-ish. And so this is what my hair does. And now you can see on top where it can get a little fuzzy, which is fine because I don't mind it at all, y'all. But you can see even like right here. And my loctician always told me, she said, listen, forevermore, your hair will try to fight to get out of the lock versus come back into the lock. And so my locks are naturally a little bit more fuzzy. And then I can do things to combat that, but it doesn't bother me at all. Like not even the least bit. And so it really doesn't matter. So you can see like my parts are real fuzzy right now. You see this? So this is what's going on. And so this is about 5 weeks of growth. Usually I get it done every 4 to 5 weeks. I'm coming up on week number 6. And usually when I wait that long, it does take a little bit longer to retighten my hair. My normal retightens occur, like I said, every 4 weeks, and they usually take about 4 hours. This week, it may take like 5 hours. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, y'all. But that's usually because, let's see if I can find some. And I know I've said this before, when my hair grows out, my hair likes to talk to its neighbor. So I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can kind of see it. You can see right here that I have my finger in between some hairs. They like to talk, y'all. They like to chat it up. And so a lot of time, half of the battle is just pulling these hairs out. And it's like a gentle pull. It's not ripping, right? But there are times where you can't even really pull them out without ripping the hair, so we have to cut it. It has not thinned out my hair in any kind of way. I've never had a lock fall out. I have had like one lock that was questionable, but we just combined it with another. And I think it was just questionable because it was always small. And then I have an area in my hair that has always been thinner in general, and that's where the lock is. But other than that, they do great. And so I know that there is issues with like when people tighten it too tight, when they have thinning of the hair that they have to combine, or that sometimes taking the hairs out can thin their lock. That has never happened to me, so I can say that, which is a beautiful thing in my 3 years. So let's see if I can show y'all this. This is, I call it my little afro in the back. So I don't know if you can see. Oof. But we got a lot going on here. And maybe you can't see anything. Maybe it just looks like hair. But it's just there, y'all. It feels like what my natural loose hair used to feel like, except it's in lock form, okay? So I am going to show you the after. Now you can see the Oh, look at that. Look at all that hair. You can see the before. Oh, this is another one. Oh, see, there's a little hair right here that I can't even pull. I let her do that. And you see how my hairs, again, they come out. Y'all, they come out. They be fighting to get out. They don't want to stay in, but we're going to keep them in. They going to stay in. They got to stay in. So this is a little bit like it. But yeah, so tell me what you think. This is my before. How does your hair look like before? How long do you go? How long can you go? Have you ever gone like past the point of no return where you're like, I will never, ever, ever do this again? Back when the pandemic hit, I did my own hair. And so I would do half my hair. Like I would do half it over 2 days and the other half over 2 days. So it's like a 4-day process. Because I would wait. It would be like 4 to 6 weeks. And then my hair started growing more, so I had to do it more often. But in the in-between, I would literally like take like a chunk of my hair, do this chunk, do that chunk, do this chunk, and just keep doing it like that because it was just so much hair. And I can't see the back of my head, and by no means am I a super professional at doing my own locks. I can do my daughter's all day, right? But I couldn't do my own. And so that was something else. And sometimes I would accidentally put one lock into the other. Y'all, that was a nightmare to try to get it back out. But I would have to do it in sections because I wanted to do it as neatly as possible and not combine, and still kind of keep my parts relatively straight. Again, not a huge deal for me. Because I didn't need that symmetry. I didn't need that perfection in my hair. But I still want to see my part right now, right? Like right now, it just looked like I got hair everywhere. And then tomorrow, or whenever I'll show you the updated video, you'll see it. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. I will show y'all what it looks like after I get my retighten. Okay, remember my hair is interlocked, so we take a little tool and we go in, and usually my loctician does do a 2-point rotation. I've done 4-point rotation on my hair. I've done 3-point. I've never done 2-point on my own hair, me doing it myself, but I've done it on my daughter's hair. So she does that, and it always is a gorgeous after, y'all. Always. All right, y'all. I'll see you on the next video. Toodles. What is up? What is up? What is up, guys? I am back. So I did part 1 with my before, with my hair and the retightening and everything. This is my after. Now, granted, it's a few days after, so there may be a little bit fuzz going on, but you can see already that you can actually see spaces in between. Okay, you can actually see something going on that was not there before. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what that looks like. So right now, this is after my retightening. Now, like I've said in many of my other videos, my hair wants to move outside of the lock instead of inside of the lock. So a lot of times I will get fuzz. You can't really tell. It's not that much fuzz right now, but you can see on top. And I'll get hairs that are just, they're just hanging out. Like in the back of my head, there'll be just hairs. And they'll just be out. And that's just what they do. And they've always done it. The 3 years I've been locked, they've always done it this way. But I've never had a lock fall out. I've never had any issues with my locks. It's just how my hair operates. And so sometimes that is something you want to consider. What is your hair texture now versus what it's going to do inside the lock? And my hair is curlier and finer, so all it wants to do is come out, and I'm trying to keep it in. And so you'll see, like, throughout my hair, there's just a lot of fuzz, or it's just hair just hanging out, which again, I love that my hair does what it wants to do, but it still can lock, and it still can be awesome, and it can still hold what I want it to hold. Now, I'm gonna go through and kind of show you what that looks like. So right here, so you can see the lines. Do you see it? The parting of my hair, and I'm just touching, right? So it's all in here, and that's what I love about it. Versus when I showed you before, you couldn't really see much. So you can see all the parting that comes through here, all my locks, even at the front, right? Let's see. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. So you can see that it does have pretty good spacing. again, look at those parts, right? Look at those parts. And kind of going through, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna turn around so you can kind of see as much as you can what it looks like in the back. So this is my hair, just parting it out. There we go. And what it looks like, all right? So that is what it looks like when I get my hair retightened. It often feels very, very light. And I'm sure that has something to do with it being retightened. I don't know the scientific reason why, but my hair always feels much lighter after I get it retightened versus before. And I guess it's because it's closer to the scalp, so it lessens the weight of my hair, the pull of it, since it's not that loose hair at the scalp anymore. That would be my guess, right? But it always feels lighter. And oftentimes it seems like it's longer before it gets retightened. So it's like almost a recoil when it gets retightened, but that could be something that's in my head. But this is the finished look. And if you get your hair retightened, just making sure that you don't retighten too tight and you don't do it too often. And the same vice versa. You don't want to get a retighten and feel like you didn't get one, right? Or not getting enough, because then there can be extra stress on your hair both ways. So just making sure that you find a good person to do your hair, or if you're self-maintaining, that you don't lock it up too tight. Like my scalp has gotten more sensitive since I've had locks, and it's because I almost never manipulate my hair. Like I try not to do too much with it. And so when I do, it's like, wait a minute, what are you doing, right? Because usually my hair is just down. It's easy, it's simple, and that's what I love about it. And so I can't pull on my hair too much. I don't style it a lot, or my styles may be me twisting it or me braiding it and leaving it out in curls, or very loose ponytail. I have put in my hair in a bun like twice. Although I love the look of buns, now it's getting too much because there's so much hair and I have to put in like 50 different bobby pins, which y'all, it is a lot. It's real cute, but it's a lot. And so I leave my hair out. So sometimes my scalp can be even more sensitive. And my loctician does a great job at not pulling my hair too tight at all. And my scalp is still sensitive. So just being mindful of those little things as you get the retightens, because your scalp can react different ways, but making sure it's not so tight that you're getting a headache because of the tightness versus just because it's being retightened, if that makes any sense. Okay. So if you have a sensitive scalp or it's become more and more sensitive, just being aware of it. For me, every 4 to 6 weeks is my sweet spot. Anything after 6 weeks, it gets a little dicey, just because, again, my hair grows out of the lock. So my hair likes to talk to its neighbor. They like to converse. They like to come together and have a party. And then there's a lot of tangling between the locks. And so the longer I leave it untightened, right, the more it is tangled up. And y'all, that is not what you want. You do not want tangled up locks, because it's gonna take time. You gotta soften the hair, and you gotta make sure to pull it apart without ripping your hair or causing damage to it. And it's just a lot. So I'm like, I went 8 weeks one time, and that's usually when I was retightening, and it was during the pandemic, and it was just mayhem. And I did that once, and I never do that again. If I can help it, right? So yeah, so I wanted to just show you my before and after with my hair retightening and what it looks like, and that you can even see the lines, right? You can see the parts in between versus when I'm about to get a retighten. All right, y'all. So I'll see you next time on a video. And if you have any subjects you want to talk about, y'all let me know. Comment below. All right. Bye.